This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Nifty move. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Now he's and right away he lost the football. And the Packers pick, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Back to throw. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. taken in at the 22. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
2nd and 6.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. And now an audible here into something else.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Down. Ready.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Ready. Shot. Yellow. 43. Claws red.
Love looking to throw it. To the left side, there's the tight end, Musgrave. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy. the 30-yard line.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Gone. Here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now gone. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Lions first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Lions.
$17-0 our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
We go to us. 180.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping him cold.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
180.
Goff now to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Let's go. 45. White. Ready.
Following the interception, Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here we go. 33. Yellow. Hut.
Throwing. Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
To throw now. Here's Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Black shot. Ready. Yellow. 22. Hut.
Here's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
At the 16-yard line.
10 Black.
Now Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Right, 97.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Lions' 12-yard line.
And now Love going to change things up.
Watch out,
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Love. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll try and do this himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
60 red. 60 red. Ready?
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Love now. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. Touchdown, Packers. Albert Okwuegbunam, 45 yards. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. If they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
To throw is gone. Little short pass here taken in by Laporta. 2nd down and 8. Gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
as we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On 4th down, Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. That is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Black, 95.
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a 2nd and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Goff now looking to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Devontae Wyatt in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Gibbs straight ahead. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent there. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Jack Campbell running him down behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
19. Ready.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Willis headed left off the option. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. This is caught. That's a Packers touchdown. Matthew Gordon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have opened the lead up to 30. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Packers 31, Lions nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now Willis on the bootleg. He'll try and do this himself. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Willis with a quick throw out wide. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They throw it out right complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Packers 1st down.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Here's Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't.
And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It sort of goes without saying that's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself? Are you pitching to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
And they take a knee. Well, this was not just the opener.